Well, first, little disclaimer. When I'm doing my poetry thing, I want you to kind of think of it as a whole different person. I mean, right now, this isn't Josh. This is J. Emanuel. And J. Emanuel, if it's cool, would like to tell you about the first and only time that he ever fell in love. I want to tell you the story about that. So, I mean, the story is it's pretty simple. Joe meets Jane, they hit it off, and it's cool and all that. But I'm gonna start from the beginning. So I'm at the club, right? I go in there, me and the homies, we all in there, we having fun, drinks and all that. And then one particular female ends up catching my eye, and it was sort of like Miss Butter Pecan Caramel Southern Belle. She's hotter than a summer day in hell. Can I tell you about the time I damn near almost broke my neck when I turned to check and see if my eyes deceived me when I thought I saw an angel, but when I looked, this angel had no halo and there were no wings on her back, but her back stacked like flapjacks, and god damn, she's bad. And I'm only being honest, and I'm not bad. That's like I said, I'm only being honest, and honestly, I think it's astonishing the way this goddess's body is hot enough to render me obsolete. She had eyes that took my breath away, a smile that gave my breath right back, and curves that made me believe in God. And actually, I think I'll lose my newfound belief to beg and plead and pray and hope that he could send a line my way or tell me what to say on cue, because honestly, confidence has never really been my strong suit. And as I listen, I hear nothing, so I guess I'm on my own with this one. I think, okay, what if I hit her Chris Brown style? Not with an open fist, but if I open my lips to say, yo, I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room and you got my attention. I got to admit that it's making me want to say, nah, because if I approach her with a yo, I'll either get donkey smacked or Rihanna punched. So what if I hit her with a little LL Cool J, lick my lips a smooth way, then if she's digging it, though, with a peace sign kisses, tell her to come here. And nah, you see, because as smooth as that might be, that's just not me. So I think, okay, what if I hit her like with something from a movie, dance my way around the club, acting all groovy, then I'll accidentally bump into her on purpose, and then she'll turn and look me in my eyes and realize that I'm everything she ever needed in a man. Then I'll ask her likes, her dislikes, what her life has been like. Does she have any sisters? Does she have a crazy brother? Nah, but it's almost time to go, so I think I'll just start off with a hello.
Let's go. Let's go.
So,
Let's get it.
So I say,
Swag, swag!
So as corny as that might have been, whatever, she was digging it, she liked it, and that's cool, that works for me. So, we end up hitting it off, and actually, it's the whole spiel, late night text, and talking on the phone, even though I got class tomorrow, I don't care, texting all day, oh, why aren't you texting me back, it took too long, the whole, whatever. So, eventually we end up getting together, so now she's my girlfriend, and it was like, when she actually became my girl, it's like, that's when I really started to feel good, It's like, when you get the person that you want, it's like, I mean, it feels good, like, all right, I got him, we're talking now, but when she actually became my girlfriend, it was like, it was crazy, it almost like it put a song in me, you know what I mean, it was kind of like, as I sit back, relax, I can't help but reminisce on the bliss that we always shared. A fool for me, loving me, oh so foolishly, stupid Cupid was true. See, baby girl, it's just you and me. And it's probably sounding like armed robbery to them, but hardy hard, girl, how can it be? Don't listen to them willies, they silly billies, you feel me, they kill me. You gave it to me willingly. And it, of course, meaning that little flutter underneath your ribs, same place I'd invade on occasion. Blazing, making, love like we birthed it. Sure as the earth is, round she's perfect. For me, of course, because perfect women are like horses with horns. Another myth that some dream for or eat or would probably jump with excitement. And Winnie would give the honey up if he saw honey's lightning. And I can talk about her all day, my pretty missy, but I'ma just leave you with this quickie. Something like that, I mean, that's how she made me feel, just a little something like that. So anyways, like I see, my time is running kind of short, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. We're together for 2 years. 2 years, 24 months, crazy.
As hell.
And so I take her to this Italian restaurant, and I set it up real cute, I called the restaurant ahead of time, told her, listen, I'm coming at this time, bring the wrong thing out on purpose. We asked to get a scent back. When he came out, they give us something complimentary, the little tray, open it up, there's the ring. I hop on one knee, ask her to marry me. She says yes. So now we're at our wedding, and the priest, he turns to me, and he asks me, he says, the groom has prepared some vows, and he asked me to recite my vows. So I look her in her eyes, and I say, to us, one rose. And this isn't a rose in the everyday cliche, roses are red, violets are blue sense, but more under what you mean to me and what I mean to you sense, hence, to us, one rose. And I know that somewhere in the middle of February it becomes customary for couples to share cards with romantic topics and bouquets of roses and boxes of chocolates, but what they fail to acknowledge is that with just one rose, one holds the ability not only to symbolize love, but to symbolize us. Thus, I say to us, one rose, and I said two of us equals one rose, and you're much more beautiful than I, making you the petals in every level of the meaning of the word. You shine, leaving I to make sure that you're held up when the world begins to pick at us, and to make sure you never actually touch the ground when it hits rock bottom, making me the stem. So I'll say it again. Two of us equals one rose, and one knows that no one ever picks a rose by the petals, but they grab the stem first, meaning to get to you, they got to get through me. I'm your protector, and I also know that no one ever grabs a rose to smell the stem, but to smell the petals. So in that sense, you make me better, and whether or not we realize that when we met, we planted seeds of love that will grow into such a beautiful rose is irrelevant, because all there is left for us to do is be the best rose you can be. You see, scientists, about 65% of our sensory memories lies in the smell, and scientists tell that smell is our strongest sensory memory. So even if we go blind, deaf, and dumb to what this love is, just one whiff will remind us of exactly what is us, like how the red is over the green on a rose because we put love over envy, or how the green is under the red on a rose because we wouldn't even put money over our love. And when push comes to shove, through thick or thin, in sickness and in health, not even death will do us apart, because even in death, the petals stay connected to the stem of the rose anyway, which is exactly why I dedicate to us one rose. And, tears. So, at this point, it's tears, waterworks. She heard that, had no idea I had that planned. She's crying, everything. Beautiful wedding. We're married, but then in 3 years into our bliss, starts to get a little shaky. It looked like the perfect relationship, but of course it wasn't, because there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. So it gets a little shaky, and then finally the breaking point when we, divorced and all of that was when she cheated on me. After 6 years of marriage, after 6 years of being together, period, she ends up cheating on me. Something I never thought would happen, but it ended up happening. So at this point, I'm kind of feeling like, I hate you. Nah. You see, hate is a strong word, but not strong enough. You see, I despise you. I loathe you. And in fact, if I could go back in time, I would 5 fingers slap your father for not putting a condom on. And in fact, if I could go back in time, I would 5 fingers slap your mother for not telling your father to put a condom on. And I know it's kind of harsh, but yes, it's like that. And for every time you pushed me to the point that I came out of character and made me fight back, and for every time you found that last nerve and decided to strike that, and for every time I wish that I could just unknow you and get my life back, I hate you. Actually, I kind of want to take you on a date to a nice Empire State View, then take you straight to the edge, ask you to dance through the bump a little too hard, and say, oops. I kind of gave you an Oscar for your performance, the way you stormed that fortress that was around my heart when the guards were dormant, and raped and pillaged my feelings. You really had me fooled, and for that, I hate you.
Let's go.
Actually, that's how I used to feel, but now I want to thank you. I thank you for reminding me to never let myself get so caught up in someone else again. I thank you for reminding me to make sure that before she's a lover, she is actually a friend.
Okay.
I thank you for that confidence I came out with on the other end, because honestly, right now, I'm feeling invincible. And at first, I had to usher Let It Burn, but it turned out to be Alicia Keys, A Lesson Learned, and for that, I thank you.
Let's go.